Macro traders and investors, here we are, and I'm Domenico, and I bring you my institutional vision on global markets. Get ready because today we are analyzing Internet Computer's insane 90,000 ICP burn in 24 hours. Is ICP set to explode with Caffeine AI in 2026? Hey, crypto fan, buckle up because the Internet Computer just dropped a nuclear bombshell. And in just 24 hours, we nearly burnt 90,000 ICP. We're talking about permanently burnt, gone forever. This, guys, is the largest daily burn in ICP history, and it's a massive signal for the project's tokenomics, adoption, and price potential. But hold on, there's a game changer on the horizon, Caffeine AI. And when this hits the masses, burns could go through the roof, potentially triggering a supply shock in 2026. In this video, we are diving deep into why this burn happened and what it means for ICP and how Caffeine AI could send burns into the stratosphere, taking it to Valhalla. So smash that like button, subscribe, and let's dive in. Let's break it down. On August the 28th, 2025, just yesterday, the Internet Computer burned 89,468 ICP in a single day only. We're just talking 24 hours. That's nearly 90,000 tokens torched. And at a $5 price per ICP for simplicity, that's a lot of money erased. So we're talking that's like 450,000, nearly half a million erased from circulation. That's in 24 hours. But why is this huge? ICP's burn mechanism is unique. Tokens are burned to create cycles that fuel smart contracts or canisters on the network. Unlike Ethereum's gas fees that go to validators, ICP burns are permanent, reducing the supply forever. They are gone, eliminated completely. And here's what drove this massive burn. There is surging DApp activity. Decentralized apps like DSCVR and OpenChat are booming, requiring more canisters and cycles to be burnt. On-chain AI boom. ICP is the only blockchain running AI models fully on-chain without off-chain APIs. These AI workloads are compute intensive, eating up cycles like crazy. And also, we've got SNS and DAO launches, the Herpes Never System, SNS, lets projects tokenize with each launch burning significant amounts of ICP upfront. Then also we've got network and scaling costs that are happening as ICPs, transaction throughput, and storage demands grow. More cycles are burned to sustain the network. So, guys, this burn is driven by real utility, not speculation. Every burned ICP reflects actual computation, making this a massive signal of mass adoption. And here's the kicker, we're only in the first innings of ICP's burn rate potential. Why does nearly 9,000 ICP burned in a day matter? Because the Internet Computer Protocol is built on a deflationary model. And this burn shows it's firing on all cylinders. Plus, the upcoming release of Caffeine AI will send the burns into the orbit. And here's a breakdown. Deflation tokenomics in action. ICP's total supply is only 520 million tokens. So with 260 million in circulation based on staking trends, nearly 90,000 ICP burned is a 0.035% reduction in circulating supply. So if burns like this happen a few times a week, that's over 12 million ICP burned annually, almost 5% of the circulating supply burnt. And with over 50% stake, the liquid supply is already tight and birds are shrinking it further. Then also the flywheel effect. Here it's massive because developers build apps. And as even Dom said himself, in the next couple of years, there's going to be hundreds of millions of developers building on ICP. But they burn ICP for cycles. Apps attract users, which we will with Caffeine AI, more compute demand, more burns. This self-reinforcing loop, guys, drives ecosystem growth and token scarcity through burning. Unlike other chains, ICP burns are tied to utility, not trading hype. And Caffeine AI will be the ultimate burn catalyst for the next year and the upcoming year in 2026. Caffeine AI, an upcoming AI framework on ICP, will enable developers to deploy advanced AI models directly on chain. When released to the masses in 2026, it's expected to massively increase Cycle's consumption. But why? Because AI models like neural networks or LLMs are computationally expensive, requiring 10 to 100x more cycles than traditional dApps. And if adoption skyrockets, which in my opinion, not financial wise, is only a matter of times, daily burns could hit 200,000 or 500,000 per day, with ICP potentially causing a supply shock in 2026 as circulating tokens vanish faster than ever. And then by doing that, we will remain deflationary for a long period of time. And AI as a structural driver. ICP's ability to run AI on chain already sets it apart. Looking at projects like Kinetic and OpenChat are using AI canisters, but Caffeine AI will lower the barrier for developers, bringing thousands of new AI projects on chain. These guys could make ICP the go-to layer one for decentralized AI, driving burns to new highs. And it's definitely unique among blockchains. So if you look at Ethereum's EIP, -1459 burns ETH, but validators recycle most fees. Solana and others often have inflationary models. ICP's utility-driven burns are tied to compute, making it a truly deflationary asset. And ecosystem alignment, no providers secure the network key. Developers burn ICP for compute, and ICP holders benefit from a shrinking supply. This is fundamental because, guys, this creates a rare alignment of mass adoption, utility, and scarcity. And that's what we'll need, guys, for the price to go to Valhalla. And let's arm you with exclusive data to stay ahead. According to icterminal.com, this nearly 90,000 ICP burn is a 300% increase over the average daily burn of 25,000 ICP in quarter two of 2025. And here's the deeper scoop burn breakdown. Per the Internet Computer Dashboard, 60% of the burn came from AI powered canisters, 25% from SNS launches, and 15% from DeFi and social dApps like DSCVR and District. Let's look at the historical context. The previous record was 72,000 ICP earlier this year in March 2025, tied to a major SNS DAO launch. This nearly 90,000 burn shows adoption is accelerating because it's coming from different avenues, not just one initial major launch. And staking impact, when we look at the staking mechanism, over 50% of ICP's supply is staked in governance per Definity reports, reducing liquid supply. With burns like this, guys, the available float is shrinking fast, setting the stage for a potential supply crunch, which is inevitable. And developers are surging on the IC. Definity's 2025 Developer Grants Program has onboarded over 1,000 new projects, each burning ICP for canisters. This also creates a structural burn driver. And let's look at the network growth. ICP's transaction throughput is up 200% year over year based on Definity metrics, with storage costs rising and driving cycle consumption. And then we're going to look at Caffeine AI preview now, with Definity's Q2 2025 roadmap hinted at Caffeine AI's closed beta, with early tests showing a 50x higher cycle usage for AI canisters compared to standard dApps. When I went through that data, it was just like, it's mind boggling. That's just enormous. And when it launches publicly later in the year, analysts expect and estimate burns could double or triple from current levels, potentially removing 10 to 20% of circulating supply annually when adoption scales. and this is inevitable. The adoption's only going to go up to the right, and with the mechanism burn rate, it's just going to create a massive supply shock, and that's what's going to cause the price to go to Valhalla, not financial advice. You can track this live, guys, at icterminal.com/metric.php. The link will be in the description. And guys, we are in the first innings of ICP's burn rates. And with Caffeine AI, not financial advice, it will take us the whole 9 innings to Valhalla. So what does nearly 90,000 ICP burn mean for investors? I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll break that down to you. The supply shock potential, if burns hit 50,000 to 90,000 ICP daily, think about it. The circulating supply shock could shrink by 10 to 15% over 2 to 3 years. And with Caffeine AI's release, burns could surge to 200,000 plus ICP a day. You heard that right. 200,000 plus ICP being eliminated, potentially removing 20% of circulating supply in a single year. And with 50% of the ICP staked, do the math. This will trigger a massive supply shock of epic proportions. Then we're going to look at the adoption-driven value too. ICP price is tied to real usage. The AI narrative, that's going to play a big part in the burn mechanism. And definitely, guys, I could tell you that whether if you're a developer, an investor, or crypto curious, ICP project is a project to watch. Don't sleep on this. I can tell you guys, do not sleep on it, because the next wave of burns, not financial advice, will change the game forever. And for whoever's in position, ignoring this silly price action and manipulation and consolidation, not financial advice, it's only a matter of time. The people positioned will be rewarded. That's it for today, guys. In the deep dive we've gone through, very interesting, very informative, crypto fam. You let me know, will ICP's burns hit new records with Caffeine AI? And do you think 2026 will bring a supply shock? I do believe a supply shock is inevitable, and 2026 is very, very highly likely. So drop your thoughts in the comments. Let's talk. And if you found this valuable, smash that like button, share, and subscribe. And ring the bell for more crypto breakdowns, because I put a lot of work and effort to feed you guys the data so you can make the best decisions for yourself. And always do your own research. Check icterminal.com for live burn data, and stay decentralized. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out for now, guys.